The Haunting Legend of the Io Statue, Cursed Shadows of Lagos. Chapter 1, The Festival of Io. In the bustling heart of Lagos, Nigeria, the vibrant colors of the Io Festival bring the city to life. Celebrated to honor the memory of the departed and to pay homage to the ancestors, the festival is a time of joy, music, and cultural pride. Participants don elaborate costumes, and the air is filled with the rhythmic beating of drums and the sound of jubilant laughter. But amidst the festivities lies a sinister legend, one that sends chills down the spines of even the bravest locals. At the center of this legend is a masked statue known as the Io, a figure that embodies the spirit of the festival. The statue, crafted with intricate detail, is revered and feared in equal measure. It is said to possess a life of its own, moving under the cover of darkness, and locals believe it holds a powerful curse for those who dare to mock or disrespect it. As the sun sets and the celebrations begin to fade, the mood shifts. Whispers of the cursed statue circulate among the festival-goers, each story more chilling than the last. Those who have encountered the statue at night speak of hearing drums echoing in the distance, accompanied by the eerie silhouette of the Io moving silently through the shadows. Chapter 2, The Security Guard's Fright. Among those who have felt the weight of the Io's curse are the security guards assigned to watch over the statue during the festival's aftermath. Their job is to ensure the statue remains safe until it can be returned to its place of honor. However, many guards have resigned after experiencing inexplicable occurrences that have left them shaken to their core. Samuel, a seasoned guard with years of experience, had always dismissed the tales as mere superstition. He was confident in his ability to handle anything that came his way. But one fateful night, as he patrolled the area surrounding the statue, he began to feel an unsettling presence. The moon hung high in the sky, casting an eerie glow over the statue. Samuel felt a chill run down his spine as he heard distant drumming echoing through the night. It was a haunting sound, rhythmic and intoxicating, drawing him closer to the statue. As he approached, he noticed something strange. The shadow of the Io statue seemed to shift, elongating and twisting in ways that defied logic. Samuel's heart raced as he stepped back, fighting the urge to flee. The drumming grew louder, reverberating in his chest, and then he saw it, the statue's head turning ever so slightly, as if it were observing him. Chapter 3, The First Sign of the Curse. Panicking, Samuel turned on his heel and sprinted back to the security station, desperate to escape the malevolent energy that surrounded the statue. He could hear the drumming echoing in his mind, a haunting reminder of what he had just witnessed. When he reported the incident to his supervisor, he was met with skepticism. "You must have been imagining things," his supervisor scoffed. "This is all just folklore, Samuel. There's no truth to the stories." But Samuel knew what he had seen. The image of the statue's shifting shadow haunted him, and the sound of the drums echoed in his ears for days. He decided to quit his job, unwilling to risk his safety for a paycheck. Little did he know that his decision to leave would not protect him from the curse of the Io. Within 7 days of his resignation, Samuel fell ill, plagued by nightmares and a sense of impending doom. He had mocked the statue, dismissing its power, and now he would pay the price. Chapter 4, The Mockery. As news of Samuel's decline spread throughout the community, it only fueled the legend of the Io statue. Locals began to share their own experiences, recounting tales of those who had mocked the statue and faced dire consequences. One evening, a group of young men gathered at a local bar, fueled by bravado and the thrill of the Io legend. They laughed and joked about the statue, daring each other to visit it at night. "It's just a statue," one of them scoffed. "What can it do?" Their laughter echoed through the night, but as they made their way to the statue, the atmosphere shifted. The air grew heavy, and the shadows seemed to deepen around them. They approached the Io, standing tall and imposing, its painted face frozen in a mask of solemnity. "Look at this thing," one of the men sneered, waving his hand dismissively. "It's just a hunk of wood. I'm not afraid of it." But as he spoke, the drumming began again, echoing through the air like a warning. The young men exchanged nervous glances, but their bravado held firm. They dared each other to touch the statue, to prove their courage. As one of the men reached out to poke the Io, the drums grew louder, drowning out their laughter. Suddenly, a gust of wind swept through the clearing, and the temperature dropped. The statue's shadow seemed to pulse, growing larger and darker. Chapter 5, The Consequences. In the days that followed, the young men began to experience strange occurrences. One by one, they fell victim to misfortune, a car accident, a sudden illness, and an unexpected injury that left them unable to walk. It was as if the curse of the Io statue had descended upon them, punishing their mockery with a swift and merciless hand. Rumors spread throughout the community, fueling the fear surrounding the statue. Those who had once laughed at the tales began to reconsider their beliefs, understanding that the Io was more than just a statue, it was a guardian of tradition and a protector of the spirits. As the young men faced their fates, they realized too late the gravity of their actions. The curse of the Io was not a mere story, it was a powerful force that demanded respect. They had disrespected the traditions of their ancestors, and now they were paying the price. Chapter 6: The Journalist's Investigation. In the wake of the young men's misfortune, a journalist named Ada became intrigued by the legend of the Io statue. Known for her fearless reporting, she set out to uncover the truth behind the eerie occurrences and the curse that seemed to loom over the forest. She interviewed locals, gathering their stories and experiences, piecing together the tapestry of the Io's history. The more she learned, the more fascinated she became. Ada was determined to confront the statue, to witness its power for herself. As she prepared for her journey into the heart of the festival, she researched the rituals surrounding the Io. She learned that the festival was not just a celebration, it was a sacred event honoring the spirits of the ancestors. Disrespecting the Io meant disrespecting the very essence of their culture. On the night of her visit, Ada arrived at the statue, armed with her camera and a notebook. The air was thick with anticipation as she approached the Io, her heart racing with a mix of excitement and fear. Chapter 7: The Encounter. As Ada stood before the statue, she felt a strange energy enveloping her. The moonlight illuminated the intricate details of the Io's mask, and for a moment, she felt a connection to the spirit it represented. She raised her camera to capture the moment, but the drums began to echo in the distance, growing louder with each passing second. "Is anyone there?" she called out, her voice trembling. The sound of the drums became deafening, and shadows danced around her, weaving in and out of sight. Suddenly, the temperature dropped, and Ada felt a chill run down her spine. The Io's shadow seemed to shift, its form elongating as if reaching for her. Fear gripped her, but curiosity held her in place. With a deep breath, she whispered, "I come with respect. I wish to understand your story." In that moment, the drumming ceased, and the forest fell silent. The statue's shadow pulsed, and Ada felt a rush of energy as the spirit seemed to respond to her words. Chapter 8: A Voice from the Past. As Ada closed her eyes, she felt as though she were transported to another time, a time when the Io festival held great significance in the lives of the people. She could see figures dancing around the statue, their faces alight with joy and reverence. A voice echoed in her mind, a voice filled with sorrow and wisdom. "We are the keepers of the past," it whispered. "We protect the traditions and the spirits of our ancestors. To mock us is to mock the very essence of who you are." Tears filled Ada's eyes as she understood the gravity of the words. The Io was not just a statue, it was a vessel for the spirits, a bridge between the living and the dead. She felt the weight of responsibility settle upon her shoulders. "I will tell your story," Ada promised, her voice filled with sincerity. "I will share the truth of the Io and honor the spirits that reside here." As she spoke, the energy around her shifted, and the shadows began to recede. The statue's form seemed to relax, and Ada felt a sense of peace wash over her. Chapter 9: The Awakening. When Ada opened her eyes, she found herself back in the clearing, the Io statue standing tall before her. The drums were silent, and the air felt lighter. She had forged a connection with the spirit, a bond that transcended the boundaries of time. Determined to share her experience, Ada returned to her community, her heart filled with a newfound understanding. She recounted her encounter with the Io and emphasized the importance of respecting the traditions that had been passed down through generations. As she shared her story, the community began to gather around her, captivated by the tale of the Io. The fear that had once gripped them began to dissipate, replaced by a sense of unity and reverence for the statue. Chapter 10: A New Beginning. In the following weeks, the Io festival took on a new life, transforming from a mere celebration into a powerful reminder of the cultural heritage that tied the community together. Ada organized events that honored the spirits, inviting locals to come together and share their stories. The Io statue became a symbol of resilience, a testament to the power of tradition and the importance of honoring the past. The community learned to respect the statue, understanding that it was not just a relic of history but a living embodiment of their culture. As the years passed, the legend of the Io continued to thrive, woven into the fabric of the community. The drums still echoed through the night, but now they were a source of joy rather than fear, a reminder of the spirits that watched over them. Chapter 11: The Legacy of Io. The story of the Io statue became a cherished part of the community's identity, and those who had once mocked it learned to approach it with reverence. The curse that had once loomed over the Io transformed into a legacy of respect, uniting the community in their shared heritage. Visitors from far and wide came to witness the Io festival, eager to experience the vibrant colors, the rhythmic beats of the drums, and the spirit of the Io. They left with a deeper understanding of the culture and a newfound respect for the traditions that defined the community. In the heart of Lagos, the Io statue stood tall, a guardian of the past and a beacon of hope for the future. The whispers of the ancestors echoed through the trees, reminding everyone that the spirit of the Io would continue to thrive as long as the community honored its legacy. Epilogue: The Eternal Watcher. As the sun set over Lagos, the Io statue remained a symbol of strength and resilience, a reminder of the connections between the living and the dead. The drums continued to echo in the night, a melody that intertwined with the stories of those who had come before. The legend of the Io statue lived on, a testament to the power of respect and the importance of honoring one's heritage. The spirit of the Io would forever watch over the community, ensuring that the traditions of the past would never be forgotten. In the heart of the Hoyabachu forest, the whispers of the ancestors echoed through the trees, a reminder that the Io was more than a statue. It was a guardian of culture, a protector of tradition, and a bridge between worlds.